Dreaming up a start a fire.
What's going on, guys? Santa here and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm just going to be covering another A to Z how to win episode. I'll be landing at the Lonely Lodge, currently playing with my nephew Crazy CJ. His channel's also linked to my channel, so if you want to check him out, he does some awesome challenges and some really good gameplay. So for this video we'll be landing at the Lonely Lodge. I'll just be showing you where to land, how to approach the situations inside the lodge, and where to move on once you've looted the area. Now, one of the best places to land here is on top of the main lodge building, because in this one building there's 3 or 4 chests, I think, maybe even 5 that can spawn up, and there's a lot of loot, just free loot laying around on the ground. So now I got an AR straight up. Smoke bombs, not really the biggest fan of smoke bombs, but sometimes they can be pretty fun. Now I got a shield, another burst. I notice there's a guy out the window here, so just get down and get ready to battle out with him. He manages to dance bomb me, but I juke him a bit so he can't finish me off. Just keep some constant fire. And then my nephew comes in from the side, easy pick up this green burst. Now I'm not the biggest fan of the burst ARs either, but they are very effective in certain situations. Especially if you get a blue burst, that is so powerful. Now my nephew spotted someone off to the south there. It was just next to that next building behind the RV. So we sort of move up with caution. I'm going around to try and get the flank on him. Grab some extra supplies. Yeah, so we're just moving through sort of cautiously. We don't want to approach too strong in case there's a team of 2, you know, sitting up on top of the mountain or already inside a building with shotguns. That might have the chance of outplaying us, you know. We just want to make sure we see them first, we get the first shots off, and as you can see they're up on top of that little hill there. They have not spotted us. So we managed to get some shots onto this guy. Corey manages to knock him down with the pistol and eliminate him. I come up on the side, miss a ton of shots but eventually finish him. Get myself a nice shotgun out of it, and a sniper. Now that's also a thing as well, if you've got a burst there, I would recommend trading the burst out for a sniper if you already have an AR, because snipers are very effective as well. Now from here we just want to finish looting up, checking around for traps, and we want to move on. And from Lonely Lodge, the first place you should be looking to move on to would be the little caravan park, the RV park just down here. It's southwest of Lonely Lodge. As you can see, there it is. This place also holds a good amount of loot. If you're looking for another safe place to land, I recommend this joint. Especially for solos, you can get a decent amount of loot from here on solos. And duos as well, it's not too bad. There's plenty of ammo crates around. There's a few places with free loot. And there's normally 2 chests in top of this barn. From here we've noticed it's been looted, so we go over to check out the car statue, or Megatron as most people call it. we come over here, and from the statue we couldn't hear a chest, so realised it's either been looted, but there's no structure, so a chest mustn't have just spawned there. And now we move over to the racetrack. Just check the edge of the racetrack, just this one house, while we've got time as the zone's moving in. Now a good way to approach these houses is to come in the top, straight to the main chest as well, but if you start taking fire from somewhere, you've always got that height advantage. Now you can see there we got another shield, so Crazy CJ can grab a half shield, be a bit more protected. Now I'm just going to fast forward for a while because we do a lot of running here, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back, and as you can see, we're in a little bit of a gunfight here. It's moving along, we've got 20 seconds till the zone comes in, so we don't want to waste too much time. Sort of a bit of a standoff. We did land a lot of hits on them, so they are pretty low, but they seem to run away, so we make the decision to bail out as well before the zone catches us. And we do have a long way to run, so we're probably going to take a little bit of damage from the zone. But I kept this fast forwarded because we're just running basically. You know, there's a few people, but not really too much happens in between here and getting to the zone. Now when approaching the circle, once it's at this stage, as you're coming into it, you always want to make sure you're looking around, and once you're in it, you always want to make sure that you look back into the storm, because a lot of the time people get carried away looting, or they get stuck in a fight like we did, and they don't actually make it in time, and you find yourself with a few storm runners. You can see here someone in the storm shooting at Crazy. I managed to spot him, just take one shot, knock him out. Easy done. Allows us not to lose any more health. Now I made the decision here to use the campfire to heal up. So we both come into this section, and I just block it out, build two walls, On the floor there, chuck the campfire down, and that'll allow us to heal back to 100 health. And as you can see, Crazy next to me has got his blueprints out, and he's got that wall stuck on edit, so we can see if anyone's come running in, which is always a good way to trap people, because then you can instantly build windows, doors, cut it down like that, and start shooting. It's a really good way of defending yourself if you're locked against a ground target. Now here we decide to come up the edge of the towers. We don't want to actually run through it, we just want to get a good overlook of it, see where everyone is, see what's going on, because there's always a lot of action at tilted towers, especially when the zone's coming down to it like that. Now this time we're not late on the zone, we didn't want to lose any more health and be at a disadvantage. As we don't have much healing, I don't think we have any healing on us right now, bandages or medkits. So we just move up the mountain here, there's a little bit of loot going on. And as I'm looting here, I take shots, manage to jump around enough just live. This guy rushes me and we're able to take him out pretty easily. It was a little scary there for a bit, but we managed. And he was actually carrying a chug jug, and as you can see the zone's coming in still, so we were lucky enough to be able to win that fight and then move straight out of the zone. And once I get in here I can chug jug up back to full health and full shield. There's 5 people left, so there's only one more team and a solo player. Now here I just lock myself in a little bit, right on the edge of the zone, so if anyone is able to get me I'd be pretty lucky if they come up from behind me. Now from here we're able to hear shots. We know that someone's up on the right mountain with a sniper and they're fighting someone else down in the middle of Pleasant Park. So together we're just going to move up slowly, keep our eyes out. Now we can see who he's fighting. So one of them is a team of 2. Unless there's just 3 solos getting around. Here we're lucky enough to move in unspotted. I think he just sees me. So I decide to build up a base right behind the tree. It gives me time to build up without being shot at. Gives me time to check around for anyone else building. Now another good strategy in duos as well is build your separate buildings right near each other. You know, don't build too far apart that one of you is going to get ganked and the other one can't get there in time. You want to build it basically right next to each other so that you can jump in and out of each other's towers, protect each other. Now here we've got plenty of ammo, so we just proceed to shoot down his walls, shoot down his base, sort of force him to fight or force him to bail out. what ends up happening is he jumps out of his base, and Crazy actually builds up above so he gets a higher view. And he's able to easily eliminate the person that was on top of that building before. Eliminate him down on the right side. And now from here we just proceed to look around, check our surroundings. We are just inside the zone here. There's only one guy left. He's out by the rock and the tree. He just misses me, and it's really close. Now notice he's behind the tree, so I asked my nephew to shoot the tree down, and then I take a pre-shot at him, and as the tree drops I'm able to tag him, hit him for 50-50, so there goes his shield and 50 health. So right now he's very low. You can see him running and he's just panic building now. And because of his position, he's just in the zone, we decide just to rush him. There's two of us, one of him. It's not really a fight that you should lose, but sometimes you get surprised. There are some pretty good players out there, and sometimes you do just get unlucky. You could rush straight into a rocket or one hit by a shotgun. So here I'm able to pick up some resources, so I can approach him and start building to give myself a bit of cover. So what I do is I build some ramps up, and I build ramps up next to him, and just swing and take an easy shot. Well, that's it for the video today, folks. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, peace out.